What's going on, y'all? So we are back again for another episode review of, I'm pretty sure this is like the mid-season finale of Black Ink Crew Chicago. This season 6, episode 12, rumor has it. I thought it recorded on one thing, but I guess not. So I'm just gonna go off of memory because usually I have it playing in the background so I can remember stuff. But um this episode was cool for what it was. I'm glad that it's coming to an end for right now, giving us a little break. And let me put this out here. I already saw the trailer for Black Ink Crew, the original, and yeah, I'm not moved by it. So no, like I said, I will not be reviewing it. So please do not ask. Please do not try to beg because my mind is made up. It is what it is. If you want to follow me on Twitter, I'll probably be watching it on Twitter and tweet about it. But other than that, I ain't saying that. I'm so sorry, y'all. I look such a mess because I had a sucker. You can tell. Okay, that's why my tongue blew and everything. But yeah, that's what's going on. Okay, and I have to repeat that because you know it's gonna be somebody that's gonna be like, "Could you please?" No, no, no. Okay, we're gonna have to find something else that we want to throw up in there. Switch some stuff up, do some little things different. But anyway, we get into this with Charmaine and the girls. Draya. Draya. First of all, the episode opened up with Don and Ryan and four. They're at the shop, New Nine Bag. And then here comes Drea walking past. Come to find out, Ryan gave her a guest spot, to do her tattoos or whatever. Because at this point, on the one hand, I feel some type of way because she could have went somewhere else. And then Charmaine got some issues or whatever with Ryan at this point. But then again, she probably don't know that because of the simple fact that, she left before Charmaine and Ryan got into it. Okay. But at this point, Drea, she had to do what she had to do, okay? Because she can't tattoo at the shop because the shop, nobody can tattoo there. So she still had clients. And, Ryan, she reached out to Ryan. Ryan wasn't disrespectful. He didn't come off like he was trying to, take her, away from Charmaine. He just let her guest spot there until the whole shit with the inspection and the licensing and the registration over there at Second City Inc., get together and get done, get fixed. And so she was over there tattooing over there. Later from that, he went to therapy and the therapist was asking why he couldn't sleep at night and, his 3 core values or life values. I think it was like, working, family and friends and intimacy. And he said those are low, and that's why he is going through what he's going through and getting to the base of his issues of, he been putting his life on hold or whatever because he thought that he would be married by now, be with Rachel, but Rachel finally didn't reach her limit. I don't know if they're gonna be back together because Ryan is out here just doing him. He really is, okay? And at this point, that's all that he can do. He not obligated to nobody at this point. So, play on, player, because as long as you strapping that shit up, do what you got to do. But, she do want him to try to figure that shit out so that he can have what he wants. He wants a family. He wants to come home to somebody and all that shit. Meanwhile, he over there talking to Kitty, okay? They trying to figure out they shit. I seen the trailer, okay? And of course, Caesar, let me tell you something. Ted is a bitch. That's what this season, they got rid of all of the bitches, most of the bitch assness that been going on Black Ink Crew Chicago. Van was one of the biggest bitches on this show, okay? He really was. And they got rid of him for the most part, all right? Now, on Black Ink Crew New York, you got Ted ass. He's a fucking bitch of all bitches. Why are you keeping up with Kitty? Okay? Why are you keeping up with Kit? I just don't understand that. You fired her. It's over and done with. You're not finna bring her back. So let her do what the fuck it is that she wanna do. Okay? Now you mad at Ryan. They ain't fucking around. And if they is, bitch, who gives a shit? Okay? You probably done fuck some of his bitches and he ain't even know it either. Girl, they ain't gonna say if it wasn't for me, it wouldn't be no 9 Mag. Bitch, please. Bitch, please. Anyway, he probably wouldn't be on TV, but the shop would still be there. Any fucking way. Moving on from that, that trailer did make me mad. I was like, this bullshit. But now, so then, they trying to figure out their relationship. And, he comes to the realization that Kit is not the type of woman that you just, fuck around and play with and then send her off on her way. He got to figure out what he want to do with her. But at this point in time, I don't think, and I don't see anything really truly happening and popping off between Kit and Ryan. I don't really feel the chemistry between them. I feel like all of this is just for TV and for play. Okay, so I didn't take that conversation serious at all. It's the same. Well, when we in private, you one way with me. When we in public, you another way with me. Typical bullshit. Okay. You know, what else happened in this episode? Don and Four went to go meet up with Four alleged baby mama and kind of find out he ain't the daddy. We already knew that, okay? And she brought her sister and all this shit. We knew that. We knew that. And I was glad that, and I applied for the way that he handled the situation and went out there and talked to the girl and let her know what it was going on, and I can be a mentor to you and I can do this for you and all that. But it just sucks that she don't know who her daddy is. Okay? But I think that lady knew exactly who it was. And I think she did this shit on purpose. I really do, just to get on camera, okay? And for some reason, I think they all knew. They all knew. Back at Second City Inc., they trying to get everything together. Charmaine feeling the heat because she's losing artists back to back. But then when she was just talking about how she just lost the artist in Draya, then Prince pops up. Come to find out, Prince only had to serve 5 days in jail. He served, he had time served because he was in jail for a minute. Like probably, I'm pretty sure it was probably a few months or so. Was it a few months or a couple of months or something like that? But he was also on house arrest. So they said time served plus the house arrest, that equal time served and all that. So you only had to do, the 5 days, and he got up out of there. And, it was unfortunate that he came back to the fact that, he can't tattoo up in the shop yet because they need to have it inspected because the shit ain't registered or whatever. So they trying to hurry up and get everything together. And the inspector lady, she came in, bitch, and she was ready. You know how the teacher sound when it's about to give you a test or whatever. Okay, class, we are about to test. Okay, get your pencils out. All right, put your notes away. Okay, no. That authoritative ass voice. That's how she sound, bitch. I was sitting here like shook a little bit, like, oh, they finna fail. I know I wasn't the only one that was thinking, bitch, they finna fail. They are about to fail this shit. Because then you heard her say, you need to have this. So this small splash on the thing for the tattoo artist. You need to have this. Make sure that the gloves are medical grade or whatever. Like, listen, you got a whole lot of violations up in here, but y'all passed. When she said all them violations, I said, damn, they ain't even finna get the chance to open it. Then it was like, you passed, okay? I was like, y'all passed by the skin of y'all teeth. Now go fix that shit. All right? Go fix all of that stuff. I did like the little scene with Rachel and Ryan at the end of the episode and them being all together trying to figure out their shit or whatever. So they doing that. And I guess the only other part that was really going on in this episode was the big meetup between... Okay, so it was a mutual friend of theirs named Rudy Johnson. He was opening up his new restaurant, and everybody was friends from being together at the Old Nine Mag. So everybody was friends already, and so everybody was coming in to support him in his opening of his restaurant. And for he feels some type of way about not being able to talk to Charmaine, not being able to say anything to her, be there for her, especially after she was there for him in his time of need. And he was like, it's the time and place for everything, so I'm gonna just let that slide, let it be cool. And at this point, I'm thinking like, I get that you want to talk to her, but like you said, it's a time and a place for everything, and you can't force a person to, be okay with you just because you want them to be okay with you. They have to come to that realization that they're ready to talk to you on their own time. Sometimes that shit take a couple of days. It'll take a couple of weeks. It could take a couple of years, okay? It could take more than that, you know what I'm saying? You can't tell somebody how much their hurt is supposed to be. Okay, just because you did something that you didn't think that was that bad, don't mean that they took it or perceived it that way. They could have took it a little bit harder, and that's what it seemed like with Charmaine. And so they wind up having a little first of all, Charmaine went over there. Charmaine went over there to talk to Draya. Now, is my teeth Bluetooth? Oh, girl. God damn it. Y'all did it again, bitch. You did it again, bitch. But anyway, any fucking way. Is my teeth blue? No. Okay, it's the light. Bitch. Anyway, they like, bitch, if you get on this camera one more time and you do that shit, check your shit before you get on this fucking camera, bitch, so we won't have to go through this. I know, y'all. I'm sorry, okay? Sorry. But anyway, so they was going through that. You know, Charmaine wanted to go over there and talk to Draya. Draya just so happened to be sitting there by herself. And, you know, Charmaine sit down and it seemed like everything was going to go cool. Because at first, Dre was like, you know, I really don't want to talk to Charmaine with all the stuff that was going on, you know, with her. The last time she saw me, she talked about some fuck me and all this stuff. And I just don't really want to talk because, you know, it's just really awkward. But then again, I'm thinking about it and it's like, what do I got to feel awkward about? Because I didn't do anything. I said, okay, girl, if that's what you feel, that's what you feel. Like I said last week, I didn't appreciate the way that Charmaine kind of came at her and tried to blame most of that shit on her. But, you know, accountability is lacking, okay? And so Charmaine went over there. She apologized. She said she was just emotional. She didn't mean to say what she said. And everything seemed like it was cool. She was even saying, you know, I never touched your booth and we passed the inspection and, you know, we got the registration, the lease is signed and everything. We all good. We can tattoo. And I'm just let me know when you're ready to come back because, you know, you're the only female artist that we got and I'm just waiting for that to happen or whatever. Here go Draya. Well, Ryan been letting me get a tattoo over there at Nami. And I was like, oops. You started this whole thing. Oh, it's like that was her point where she just wanted to just fuck up. You know, I said, God damn, Drea, you wanted to get this shit back. Don't mention that. That's her soft spot. That is her soft spot. You knew she was gonna go up because of the simple fact that Charmaine just feels like people are out to get her. Okay. And, you know, Ryan is talking shit about her, which he really isn't. He's just saying the facts. If you ask me a question, I'm not gonna sugarcoat it, okay? This is what's going on. You have to learn in this business world. Ain't no sugarcoating shit, okay? And so, you know, it was like, bitch, they get into it just because she said she was guest spotting. And I mean, she probably didn't have to say that. She could have just said, because the way that Dre comes, for some reason, it came off like she was saying it like, you know, she gonna stay permanently over there at 9 Mag, and that's not the situation. And I think Charmaine probably got a little bit more hype before Dre can even explain it. And then she said, why would you do that shit? Bitch, you know what? Fuck you. And got up and left again. I said, bitch, you better water your ass on the way. Okay, and that's exactly what Charmaine did. I said, this is not gonna end well, Dre. You might as well ask Ryan for a permanent spot because y'all can't get along at this point. Communication is lacking, all right? Charmaine and her feelings, it's just a lot. You know, so she went over there to talk to her. She was sitting there at the booth, and I think Ryan, I don't know who came over there to who, but I do know that they was all together. And then Ford and Di, she was talking to Ryan, and then Ford and Di came over. She didn't want to speak to them, and her whole thing is she was upset about this whole rumor that happened about her and Van, and the fact that Don was really the one that was supposedly had started the rumor and spread it, you know. And to be quite honest, Don, you do not look innocent in this because they have footage of you on TV telling the producer that, you know, supposedly Don and Charmaine sucked Van's dick and all that shit or whatever, and you know that's how it spread. So you are you and Van are the ones that did this shit. Ford was like, you know, just putting it out there. I understand that you hurt, but if you heard about this situation, I wasn't even there going through that situation with you because during that time I was suicidal. You was there with me, and regardless of how you feel about me right about now, we will forever be connected like that. And if we were not friends, we would not be having this conversation. I love the way he broke that shit down, okay? I did because it did seem like a petty type of situation that could have just, you know, been talked out. But, you know, she's just dealing with a lot of hurt. So that's what was going on with that. And, they wind up coming to a conclusion where they apologize to each other for, their particular parts in the whole breakdown of their relationship. And they hugged it all out. And then Van shows up. Just on cue. Van shows up trying to confront Don. Don wasn't really trying to give him what he wanted and not necessarily admit that he was part of the reason why the rumor spread it. But they somewhat got into it, and I ain't even bothered to pay attention to it because it was just foolishness. Because at this point, they really got Van on here, or Van got himself on here looking like a clown. He really do. Okay, and I just feel nothing for him because we seen how his temper been throughout the whole seasons and stuff like that, especially when he had that tiff with Ryan, and he just didn't know how to handle it well, even though he came from a right spot, but he just didn't know how to handle it well. And did you see when he said, when they got through talking or whatever, he said, "Excuse me, pardon me." Then going to the counter, okay, Don going this way. Then go reach over and get that drink and then drink it. Wasn't nothing up in that drink but a piece of lime. I said, bitch, wasn't nothing up in that cup, Van. You just had to, save face a little bit because you got your ass chewed out. And all I need to say is, Don, admit what you did, okay? Own up to it. And then own up to your shit too. Because you, like you told Charmaine, you didn't stop that rumor from happening. And you the one that put it out there. Because you ain't have to say nothing to nobody. You could have kept that shit to yourself. Okay, so I blame mostly your ass, alright? But anyway, that was Black Ink Crew, Chicago. You guys tell me, I gave y'all a reasonable amount of time. Okay. And y'all tell me how y'all feel about it. And I will see you guys later. Peace.